So one of the things that you notice whenever you begin playing the guitar, I'm not even looking at the strings, but I know, and it's very similar to that idea about imagining these cylindrical objects that are being held, whether it's like a fishing rod or a baseball bat or a tennis racket, a hammer, and imagining that they're there, but using that point of contraction, that grasps, as the first point of the expansionary muscle activation. Where when you're grasping it, okay, perfect, awesome. That's what that's those inner grasping muscles. Now, do it like that. Release that and slowly open up. And discover the continuum of muscles that can be called into action at different times to complete different movements. And this is why we've got to become more and more directorial in the choreography that we command our bodies to do. The different types of muscle contractions and the varieties of slight angular alterations. Alignment, verticality. See, this is improving my verticality, right? If I'm consciously moving my body in opposition to the force of gravity, which is descending upon me vertically, no matter where I move along this sphere, it does change slightly at different elevations and different areas, like nearest the equator, where you're furthest away from the core. So there's only like a couple chords that I can play left-handed. This is a G. You got to really ensure that you're maintaining that contraction, and you don't have to shake the guitar that much to get that vibrato that keeps it carrying. See, there's a certain point where you stop needing to look at the guitar, and you can feel when they're in the right position, and that's why you should always go back and forth. You initially trust that they're in the right position, and then you verify. Sometimes they're not. And that's when you learn to not trust yourself. You learn to not trust your first instincts. But then you also learn that as a consequence of having not trusted your instincts and trained your instincts to be in accord with this speed, to be in accord with this combination of sonic frequencies, that's the conformity that the body needs, that the mind needs to slowly, adaptively transform. We're constantly transforming ourselves throughout our entire lives. This is a C, I forget, it's a C6 maybe, or a C, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a C minor 9 or C minor 7, but hey, Mark. So you mean the city compost? Yeah. Yes, definitely. Peace, bro. Last night was Porch Fest and it was awesome. Me and Terry and Caitlin, we walked around and we saw a handful of different acts and got to see a bunch of other people just being connected. And I'll tell you, Sarah Kaplan up there at the city, I think she's one of the main coordinators for that event, and it's just so awesome that you can get so many different acts, and there's so many different performers, there's so many people who are capable of being musicians, capable of being artists, capable of trying to synthesize all this chaos into something that's manageable and can be a source of clarity, instead of a source of confusion. Turning confusion into clarity. I want to turn some confusion into clarity. How do we take this confusion and somehow get to give us clarity? I wanna know how to see, how to be, how to help people breathe and be better than they dream they could be. Don't you wanna make a sacrifice? That's just a little bit of your life to learn how to think and see, to empathize, to open your ears and your eyes a little bit wider, for a little bit longer. Maybe at first you'll be surprised, but I promise in the end you'll be so happy, 'cause you will have seen and understood how we can overcome what we didn't understand. Now we are seeing more of the plan that's obscured by our reality. Is the only thing I need to be. It's the only reason to be, is to see and understand the chaos, and to see the path to making it clear for not just me, of everyone. everybody in the congregation. Could it be the solution for everybody in the new congregation? New congregation, new cosmos can happen with just a little change. A little commitment to not remain the same. Yes, it's always good to remember what it was from which we came. Let it inform us again. But it's not gonna be the future we find. Entropy, dissipation, and the deficiencies in our energies can be revived with new life. They can be renewed. They can be made new again. If you make life, don't make it too fast. Make it at the right time, in the right amount. Give it enough time to grow, to learn how to make its own clarity from the confusion of growing up to be grown. It's confusing. It's always been, will always be, which is why these principles will be relevant till the end of eternity. So long as you and me Oh, jeez. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right. That was perfectly timed. Straight at an hour and a half. I love you. I love you. I love you. You know, I do. I think this is, again, this is one of the most important things that we can be working on. You know, there's latch thrones. There's all types of these iterations. There's all types of different ways to generate this this immense diversity of physiological positions. once again, I swear, Instagram is, they're just unreliable. Okay, so once again, I didn't have this looking at me, and there's a notification that came in, and because of that, I had to like undo the banner, and oh, jeez. So I'm gonna just type Sunday service. uThrones. Canceled show, or like it's not. It wasn't canceled. Whatever. If it just comes up as like a couple seconds, then we'll know that that's how that works.